I'm in love, sweet love. Hear me. I can't stop singing this song, and I feel like Anita Baker would be like, sis, if you don't shut all the way the fuck up. Hear me calling out your name. I feel no shame. I'm in love, sweet love. You know Anita Baker's like, somebody shut her up. Sweet love, hear me calling out your name. I feel no shame. I'm in love, sweet love. This is delicious. 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 That's what Charlie used to say when she was like 1.5. I would cut up tomatoes and she would be like, this delicious. I'd be like, okay, boo. So now I have Anita Baker in my head all day. Sweet love, hear me calling out your name. I feel no shame, I'm in love. Sweet love. Listen, the thing is, like, I am really brave enough to actually try to sing Anita Baker to Anita Baker. Just because, like, I think her Anita Baker telling me to can it, you nit, would be amazing. I don't think I've ever needed coffee as bad as I do right now. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Everybody's going to be downloading Sweet Love by Anita Baker when we get off this thing. Oh, shnikes. I forgot to take my medicine this morning. Damn it, Donald. Anyway, good morning, everybody. I'm smiling on the outside, but there is a big part of me that is crying on the inside. I am in a transitional phase, and every time that God takes me through some transition, it is so painful for me, and I ask a million questions to God about why he continuously removes people from my life, just why. And, the truth is God doesn't always answer us. What do they say? The teacher is most quiet during a test. Okay, God, thanks for that. And here's the other thing I wanted to say. Do you know how I always say to you that the safest thing to say is it's not my story to tell? I really believe in girl code, even when girls don't extend the same courtesy to me. Girl code for me matters. It just matters. These are State of Style earrings. I love these earrings. I wear them all the time. So I know a lot of you are going to want to know, like, what happened, what's going on, what happened with Kate and I. And the truth is that it is not my story to tell. If it was my story to tell, I think you know me well enough to know now I would tell it. I would, but it's not my story to tell. And I absolutely subscribe to girl code, even when it is not offered to me. I will not shit or shame anybody else to make a point or make myself feel better. I just won't. You can tell by my demeanor when I no longer fuck with a girl. When I no longer, hang out with whatever. You know what I mean. When I no longer rock with someone, I know you guys know me well enough. We've been in this 5.5 years together. I think you know me well enough to know when I don't rock with someone, and I don't rock with them, but I don't have to tell their business. That's, to me, like, I just don't rock like that. But inside I am like heartbroken. It's like a heartburn. It's like an actual heartburn. Not to mention it's just messy and there's business and it just sucks. The whole thing sucks. Yes, that Katie, yes, Katie. Yep. Even the cute ones with the dimples and the laughs can hurt you. So I don't have all the answers yet. I know you want to know, what about the business? What about whatever? Please bear with me as I sort through an incredibly painful breakup. I don't have all the answers right now. I'm healing. There's 2 healings that have to go on, 2 divorces that have to happen, and it takes time to sort through this. But it is hurtful. But again, not my story to tell. So we are moving on to loyalty. I had a conversation with my sister Meredith about loyalty. We learned loyalty as Italians. This is true. I swear to you, this is true. We learned loyalty as Italians the way Southern people learn manners. If you have ever lived in the South, been to the South, watched Southern women raise their children, when a Southern child says yes, the Southern mother goes, yes, ma'am. It is a non-stop reinforcement of manners in the South. In New Jersey, being Italian, we learn loyalty from a very young age. My mother used to teach us, you do not talk about the family outside the family. And I know that sounds like a mafia movie, but that was Susan's rule. You don't talk about the family outside the family. Family business. If it's not your story to tell, you don't tell it. And if you ride for somebody and they don't ride for you, fuck them. Let them sleep with the fishes. I swear to you, this is how I was raised from a very young age. It was instilled in me at like 3 years old. Loyalty, 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 loyalty. I'm like fucking Kendrick Lamar. Loyalty, 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 loyalty. So my mother and my grandmother believed in loyalty to a fault. If somebody crossed my grandmother, they were dead to her. Dead to her. No negotiation, no re-forgiving, no nothing. My mother picked that up. My mother picked up if you fuck with me or one of my kids, you're dead to me. Dead to me. Okay, well, that's not always healthy. It's not always mature. It's not always warranted. But Susan and Connie didn't care. What happened was they raised us with such a strong loyalty. Blah, blah, blah. If you set a boundary and someone crosses it, cut them off. So when me and Meredith, I'm only going to speak for Meredith, when we love someone, and we have the capacity to love a lot of people. Most people don't have the amount of friends we have. Because I have the capability of loving a lot of people. But when we love someone, we love them. It is loud. They feel the love. But when we don't love people, that shit is 10 times louder. And Meredith and I, we just FaceTimed on the way to Starbucks. I was like, why are we like this? She was like, oh, Mom, I know it's Mom. Here's the thing. We can forgive. See, that's the difference. Connie and Susan never learned how to forgive. We know how to forgive. Meredith and I are practicing Christians. She's a Christian, I'm a Catholic. We know how to forgive, but we never re-respect. Once we don't respect you anymore, we can't re-respect you. So what happens is we forgive and we're like, okay, we don't wish any ill will on you. Not like my grandmother who put actual curses on people, like Italian real curses on people. I'm not out here rooting against people. I just don't root for you anymore. And I work with God to forgive, legit. But back to loyalty. Loyalty, we're crazy. Like, to think that other people could match what we bring, like, it's simply not possible, I don't think, because I don't think that, I think the loyalty expectation that we have is unrealistic. I just don't think that people can operate at the level of loyalty we do unless they were raised like that. They just don't get it. They don't get that kind of family first, girl code, loyalty. And I was telling Meredith, like, are we really holding people to insane expectation? Like, and, you know, talking to Meredith doesn't help me, because Meredith's like, nope, she knew what it was. She knew exactly what was going to happen if she X and you found out why and blah, blah. Okay, well, I can't talk to you because you know what? You're just like me and you're not helping me. You're just reinforcing me. So I said to Meredith, do you think it's possible that the loyalty we give to others and expect in return is unrealistic? And she was like, maybe. And I think it is true that some people don't have the capacity. Their insecurity maybe doesn't allow them to reciprocate that level of loyalty because they're in a different space in life than you are. They're on a different part of their journey. Their voyage is different. And you've already gone through and come out of whatever storm it is that they're in. And so the loyalty you're expecting from them at a different place, at a different pace, is unrealistic. So when they let you down, you take it so personally. But the truth is, they're 7 miles behind you. And they can't meet that loyalty until they are where you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 43, married with 3 kids. Can I really expect the same level of loyalty from a 31-year-old single person? You know, like, there's so many factors in this life about the way people behave. And is it fair to say, well, this is who I am, and you got to meet me where I am. You got to match me. And if you can't match me, then you ain't shit. Is that fair? I don't know. Stugats. But it is okay. Yes, girl code, period. I'm with you, but it is okay to say, I have earned my boundaries. I am a good friend. And I have earned the boundaries I put in place. And if you can't respect them, then you are simply not the right friend for me. Where you are on your journey now, I can't rock with you. So, okay, so Regina says, I agree, it's not about age, it's about character. Some people have it and some people don't. Now, my ego would want me to agree with you. All right, you're right. You either have character or you don't. Boom. But I don't know if it's that black and white. I think that some people who are very well-intentioned are struggling in parts of their life. And those struggles allow them to make decisions they don't feel good about making. And when the devil gets into those parts, he's so comforting. That's what you guys don't understand. God's love is amazing, but the devil is comforting, y'all. You think he's uncomfortable? You think he's painful? He's not. He's comforting. And his lies are smooth as the smoothest whiskey you ever tasted. And when you swallow those lies, when the devil is feeding you and you swallow that, it feels so good. And the devil, when I tell you, the devil have you doing some shit out here that you swear is meant to be. You swear is God sent. You will swear like, oh, this shit feels so good. This must be from God. And it's none of it is from God. None of it. Now add that, compact all that. How far I've come with Coffee Talk to know that sometimes well-intentioned people make bad decisions because they are at a different place in their life. And then the Italian part of me is like, nah, fuck that. Loyalty, girl code. You either have it or you don't. And if you don't, I want to see you eat, but you can't eat at my table. You got to go. All the way over there. You got to go. Now, perhaps God was protecting me, Kathleen. This is correct. I believe this to be true. That is why I am trying very hard to take this whole situation at times, hour by hour, when I feel like I want to get angry and revengeful and old Jamie. I say, no, God is protecting me from something and I have to trust that. And sometimes the lessons, remember I told you, you are collateral damage in other people's life lessons, and you got to feel that and you got to wear that and you got to take it. Look, none of this is easy. Like, look at how far we've all come together. The conversations we're able to have, the perspective we're able to bring to each other. Yes, Nikki Smith. Yes. I will tell you that people you love will hurt you. People you trust will betray you. People will see your boundaries and make every excuse why it's okay to cross them when they are weak, when their needs are not being met, when they feel less than. People will paint you as the bad guy to make themselves feel better about shitty decisions. These are all things that we have talked about. And listen, y'all need to know, I'm not perfect. Not only am I not perfect, but I actively make bad decisions in my life. So let me not for one fucking second sit here and try to be like, oh, I'm the Coffee Talk lady and people hurt me, but I'm always out here doing right by people. Not true. But if I love you, I do right by you. That is a fact. If I don't know you, I might do you dirty. I might not beat it. But unfortunately, part of being my kind of Italian, and I would like to let you know that this is not all Italians, only the Susan and Connie Italians. Thank you, Amanda Elf. I love you. I don't respect people. So when I make the decision to walk away from people, it is not one I make lightly, and I never go back. And I am okay with that. The only person I ever re-friended, re-engaged, allowed back into my life was Lori Ann. And I have no regrets about that. It was the right move. And I'm so grateful that God allowed me to forgive her and work on our friendship, because when she was diagnosed with cancer, I'm so grateful that I was there for her and with her, and that I'm still there for her and with her. But Lorianne is a very unique situation. I forgive. I truly forgive. And I mean that. But I have earned my boundaries, and I can't have people in my life who disregard them. It's too dangerous for me, and I need stability by way of emotion and trust. And if I don't have stability, I can't function properly. So when I cut people off, I have no regrets. That is how I operate. I'm sorry if you want a better person than that, but I do forgive. I have already forgiven her. I forgive her. She'll have whatever God is taking her through is necessary for her journey. How could I be mad at that? I can't be mad at what God's working on. I'm not going up against God. I told y'all that. I'm getting the hell out of the way. Okay, God, you're doing that. I'm all the way over here. Don't even look at me, sir. I will just sit in my seat and eat my food. Thank you. Anyway, it's just something to think about loyalty. We a lot of times, our expectation of others, you do have to factor in where they are in their life, and determine if you can forgive based on that. And I can, no, Shauna Milner, you don't need to see that. You don't need to see if Katie's talking about it. She's not. She's not that type. She's not a big social media person, but also let's not make this about her. Let's focus here on what we're doing and what we want to do. Let her go through. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. I would ask kindly if we don't go seeking out Kate or anybody else, because they don't ask for this. Coffee Talk is my platform. It's my thing. And I would respectfully ask that we allow people who don't put themselves out there in public to be looked at or chastised or anything. That's not fair. Look at me. Chastise me, analyze me. I'm the one that puts myself out here every day, But I do love you all very much. And I think these conversations are important, because if I'm going through some of these types of things, other people, oh, I know, Shauna. I know that, baby. I absolutely know that. I didn't think you were going to be ugly at all. At all. Didn't even cross my mind. But I just think it's better if we don't, she's dealing with a lot right now too. And I think it's safer that we just all stay focused over here, So anyway, I love you all very much, really. And I do this every day because life is scary. This journey is scary. We all make mistakes. We all want forgiveness. We all, get our hearts broken. It's all like one day at a time, and God wants us here together. And I believe that. And that's it. All right. I love you guys. Have a great hump day.